All right, welcome to What the Tech. This is the explainer that cuts right through the marketing noise to give you the hard-hitting truth. And today, man, we are diving into the massive, and I mean massive, disconnect between all the AI hype and the brutal reality of what's actually happening in the workplace. So, let's set the scene. Right now, companies are just throwing billions, literally billions of dollars at artificial intelligence. You've heard the message from the top, right? Adopt AI or get left behind. It's a total gold rush. Every executive everywhere is scrambling to plug in these powerful new models. But here's the question. What if this whole frantic investment is, well, built on a really shaky foundation? Okay, get ready for this, because this is the number that should stop everyone dead in their tracks. A new report, this one coming out of an MIT research initiative, just revealed that a staggering 95% of enterprise generative AI pilots are failing. They're just stalling out, delivering little to no real impact. Let me say that again, 95%. So what on earth is going on here? All right, so to figure this out, we have to start with the official diagnosis, what the report itself says. It digs into the data and gives us a pretty clear and maybe, just maybe a little too convenient explanation for why all these projects are stuck at the starting line. So the report points the finger at this thing it calls the learning gap. And the core idea here isn't that the AI models, like ChatGPT, aren't powerful enough. They are. The real problem, according to this, is that these are generic one-size-fits-all tools, and companies are just dropping them into these super specific, really complex business environments, and they're just not adapting. It's like they can't learn the unique way a company actually works. And if you want to know where the money's going, well, take a look at this. It's a huge misalignment. The report found that more than half of all the AI budget is being poured into sales and marketing, chasing those flashy, sexy projects that look good on a slide deck. But the place with the biggest potential return on investment? Back-office automation? Yeah, that's being treated as a much, much lower priority. And check this out. When you look at how companies are trying to get this AI tech, the data is just brutal. If they try to build it all themselves, in-house, those projects succeed only about a third of the time. But what if they just buy a proven solution from a company that actually knows what it's doing? Well, that succeeds 2/3 of the time. It's literally twice as effective. Twice! Okay, so there you have it. That's the official story from the report. It's a learning gap with the tools, budgets are all messed up, and companies love risky DIY projects. But what if that's all just a symptom? What if the real disease here is a total, catastrophic failure of leadership? Now that's the harder truth we're going to dig into. And this is where we get to the real commentary. Because some analysis out there argues that, yeah, the MIT report is accurate about the symptoms, but it completely, totally sidesteps the ugly, unglamorous root cause of why that 95% failure rate is even a thing. And what's so interesting here is how it shifts the blame. See, it's not about the tech at all. It's about the people. It's about the process. The real problem is a vacuum at the top, a total lack of leadership, no real strategy, and an unwillingness to invest in the really hard work of reskilling your own people and actually redesigning how work gets done. So what does this leadership failure actually look like day to day? Well, it's kind of this three-step pattern of just getting your priorities all wrong. Step 1, you chase vanity metrics with flashy sales projects that look cool but don't do much. Step 2, you completely ignore the massive, maybe unsexy, cost-saving opportunities right in your own back office. And step 3, driven by a little bit of hubris, a little bit of fear, you insist on reinventing the wheel with these expensive DIY projects that, as we just saw, are basically doomed to fail. And then there's this other huge issue, one that the official diagnosis barely even mentions. We're talking about shadow AI. This is all the unsanctioned, under-the-radar use of tools like ChatGPT by employees. And trust me, it is happening everywhere. I mean, this is the real elephant in the room, isn't it? While the bosses are off tinkering with their little official pilot programs, their employees are feeding sensitive company data into public AI models every single day. This lack of governance, it's not just a problem, it's a ticking time bomb. We're talking massive data leaks, compliance nightmares. Having proactive policies isn't some nice to have, it's absolutely non-negotiable at this point. And of course, looking ahead, the hype train is already moving on to the next shiny new thing, agentic AI. So what's that? Basically, these are AI systems designed to act all on their own, to learn, remember, and make decisions without a human in the loop. But this just raises a huge critical question, right? If companies can't even get a handle on how their employees use a basic chatbot, how in the world are they ready for autonomous agents? The commentary here is crystal clear. This is a reckless, reckless gamble. Think about it. Who's on the hook when one of these agents goes rogue and makes a catastrophic decision? Without serious governance, without kill switches, this whole idea is really more of a marketing talking point than a serious business strategy. Okay, so let's bring this all home. The bottom line is this. That 95% failure rate, it's not a tech problem. It's a symptom of something way deeper. A strategic problem, an organizational problem. At the end of the day, it's a transformation problem. And this right here is the final crucial takeaway. You can't just bolt AI onto your existing, maybe even broken processes and just expect magic to happen. It just doesn't work that way. This requires a fundamental rewiring of the entire business. We're talking everything from executive alignment and culture change all the way to ruthless prioritization. And until that happens, that stubborn 95% number, yeah, it's not going anywhere. So this really leaves us with a big question to think about in our own workplaces. When you're faced with this reality, where does the real urgent work need to happen? Is it about locking down governance to get a handle on shadow AI? Is it about reallocating that budget away from those vanity projects and into something that matters? Or is it about fundamentally rethinking how you even run a pilot in the first place? Definitely something to think about.